do have a couple of things. We've got a canceled event, Genericon in Troy, New York. This has been permanently closed, and that's all the information that we've got on that one. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but we also have this change in restrictions. Silicon in San Jose, California, scheduled for August 27th to 28th. They have lifted all of their restrictions, masking and vaccination requirements and testing and all of that. So all of that is done for them. And it's good to see a little bit of getting back to normal in some places around the country. So there is that to mark on your calendar. And are you ready, Mrs. Boss?
Okay.
Are you
My
there?
mic is on.
Okay.
And yes, we do have noise over there.
All right, and we've got some new events, some updates on the list. Yes.
Yes, we do. Now, for anybody who is paying attention to what it is I do here with our list, you're going to notice that the number that we have this week is much lower than it was the last time that I gave us some new events to announce. And that is because I'm currently going through and making sure that everything that is on our master list is up to date and current. So, for instance, Mr. Boss just talked about a event that is closed permanently. They've just, with everything with the pandemic, shut down and have decided that there's no way for them to be able to bounce back from this. So that is why they are no longer going to be around. So I'm going through and making sure that what we do have will be around so that if you go looking at our list, they are legit. So I do apologize, a smaller number, but at least I can say that so far there's over 1,000 events on my other current list that are completely legit still. So, moving on. This week, our new events are Gayucon D20 out of Los Angeles. Now, that is a cruise, a furry cruise. GalaxyCon Columbus, Ohio. GalaxyCon Austin, Texas. G-Anime Winter in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. Nerdfest in Swedesboro, New Jersey. S-Con in Escondido, California. German Viking Con in Dusseldorf, Neuss, Germany. German Stranger Con in Neuss, Germany. And GCC Festival, or hashtag GCC Festival in Renbong, Germany. And I'm probably butchering those. German Castle Con in Solingen, Germany. Preserve Halloween Fest in Irving, Texas, and St. Pete Comic-Con in St. Petersburg, Florida. So our list is now 2,467. So like I said, I'm going through and I want to make sure that at least the 2,467 are completely legit. They are running and you can actually go to them. So don't be sad about that number, because at least it's going to be a good quality low number at this point. But this is not an easy job to do, and I need your help to make sure that at least this number is going up. And if you know an event, doesn't matter how big, how little, we want it on our event list. So send us an email at events@sci-fi4me.com or look for us on any of our social media platforms. We are over on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. Shoot us a note. Shoot me a note. We'll take it, because we want to make sure that this list continues to grow with the legit, still running conventions, and that you guys have plenty to look at. And while I am doing this, I am also making sure that our calendar is up to date. We've got a lot of events that are going into 2023. And when I say 2023, I'm not talking about just those first few months to the summer. I'm talking about stuff that's going into the fall months as well.
Yeah, I was looking at that the other day, and I noticed that we had quite a bit already going into the summer months, where we were seeing,
Yeah.
stuff dropping into the calendar. And let me also throw my 2 cents in here. I mean, Mindy is doing a very good, thorough job of maintaining this list, and we've got some bragging rights because you look at lists for Comic Cons and various different websites all across the internet, and ours is the largest. Ours is the most comprehensive. We have more events on our list than anybody else has. So, I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of the work that Mindy's doing. So I frequently try to give everybody here some attaboys and some props. So, Mindy, attagirl, we keep going.
Thank you. Well, and one of the things that I do want to say also with our list is at least we don't just automatically assume anything with any of our conventions. I mean, yeah, the last couple of years have been a little hard with the, everything having to shut down for a while. But a lot of the lists that are out there, just because they had a convention, that fell on, April 13th of 2019, they assume it's going to automatically be April 14th of 2020 and April 15th of 2021. I mean, we don't just automatically assume and stick it on our, events, here they are list. We actually go in and make sure that if we put in dates and we put it on that calendar, it's legit. It's not just an assumption.
And speaking of dates, those of you who are running the websites for these sites, for these events, please put the dates on your homepage. Big, bright, bold, brassy letters with some confetti and some sparklies. Here are the dates for our next event.
No glitter, because he hates glitter.
No glitter, no glitter. But do make the dates and the location prominent on your website. This is something that we have noticed across. I don't know how many times I've heard Mrs. Boss talk about how she's had to dig for this information
or try to book a room at a hotel.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you have to book a room in order to find out the dates for your event, then you need to kind of revamp your website a little bit.
Well,
taking some friendly advice. Some we've been around the block a couple of times here for
and
this.
And piggybacking a little on that, if you send out newsletters and you're announcing, hey, by the way, we've got blah blah blah. It's great that you've got some pre-sales going on, or hey, you better hurry up, the sale ends on this date. Make sure in the head, on that top header where you got the pretty pictures. There's some great artwork out there. Put the date in.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
And also, if you're going to have any links in your emails, make sure they link to your website for the page or for the convention and not to MailChimp.
That could be a challenge, I think. Right?
So, okay,
all right.
My 2 cents.
Okay, so so there is our event update for the weekend. Mrs. Boss will be back a little bit later on with some Star Wars news as part of Salacious Crumbs. Now we do have this one event story that's kind of an event story, kind of not, but it's related because it happened at an event. Gary Busey has been accused of sexual assault. It's allegedly happened at Monster Mania in New Jersey earlier this month. Several women coming forward with accusations, which he denies. He also says there are witnesses who can back up his denial, including a photographer. Back up his claim he did nothing inappropriate at any time. He's been charged with 4 counts of 4th-degree criminal sexual contact, 1 count of attempted criminal sexual contact, and harassment. This is according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. His arraignment is scheduled for August 31st. So there is that update on the latest on that. So Part of our event coverage also includes helping you plan ahead if you're going to be traveling to an event. So this is something also that we're the only ones that do this. The weather forecast for various different cities that are hosting various different events all around the world for next weekend. So here is that.
Good Morning Multiverse, Saturday morning at 11, 10 Central, only on Sci-Fi for Me TV.